Live.
Woo.
We're gonna do it live.
Okay. How are you gonna start it?
I don't know. Probably. Weird. There we are. I don't know what it was on that screen for. Hey everybody, welcome. It's Friday and Audrey's here. It's finally back to normal. So that's awesome.
Yay.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
It's been 2 weeks since you've been here. Well, I guess technically 3
cold.
weeks, right?
Why?
Well, the week before the week you weren't here, and then the week in between, and the week until now. That's 3 weeks. You missed 2 shows, 3 weeks. I think that's how time works. Anyway, she's here now.
2 weeks, I thought.
Yeah, but there's an extra week in there for like of time before, like two shows, 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Well,
You know, like 2 nights, 3 days.
Okay, I got you now.
Like that.
Yeah.
So Audrey's here finally, home again.
Finally.
Look,
Finally.
I've had to do 2. They've had to endure 2 of these.
You know,
with just me.
How many times I gave you warning? I said get somebody on there to cover me, and you didn't.
So I'm like excited to be welcoming her back, and she immediately throws me right under a bus.
Completely.
So welcome to the Friday live stream with Mike and Audrey.
What do you expect? I mean, you said you missed me. Questioning that now, aren't you?
I was so wrong. Oh well. So hey everybody here who is here on a Friday. I lost the first person. You remember who put the pizza comment?
Jacob.
Good.
That's what you said, I think.
Yeah, I think you're
Samson.
right. Jacob and Becky and Greg are here, and Beth and Trinity and Astra Noir, whose name is B, I believe. And who else we got in here? Laura, my faithful mod. Becky is in the house. Pandemic with Bruce is in the house. Does It Post is here. Happy Friday, indeed. Dapper Man is here. What's up? Alicia Arias. Are you Alicia from El Paso?
And we also met her in San Francisco.
Well, that's the only place I've met her. But
I think
if that's the same person.
I believe it is.
I think so. Hi from Toronto, Helen. Hey, what's up? Martin's here. Gadget's here. Carol's here. We got, that's her. Hey, welcome. Glad to see you here. Glad you're doing okay. Or at least I hope you're doing okay.
Yeah.
John Nepper's in the house. Rick Fosper. How's it going? All right. That's everybody, I think. Welcome.
Mostly. If we missed you, sorry.
Yeah,
Hi
sorry. We'll pick you up
to
later.
too. Yeah.
So, in the intervening time, while Audrey hasn't been on the podcast, live stream? I'm going to go with live stream.
I mean, you can see our faces, but it's also a podcast. But as a
Well,
podcast, you
it's
can
never
see
going to be on
faces.
an iPod unless they happen to be watching on YouTube on their phone.
Yeah.
So, not a podcast. Any hoozle. Hey, Claire, welcome. Audrey managed to burn herself real good in the old arm.
Talked about it last week. Showed the picture.
We did, showed a picture.
So I'm going to show you what it looks like now so we can get it out of the way. I'm going to cover it because it's actually looking a lot better. It's scabbing and like peeling, and I love peeling scabs and
I have
everything.
to keep going. Stop it.
And I haven't. There's pieces that, like, it's like a hangnail. Like, there's like a tiny little piece hanging on. I'm like,
now it's getting gross. It's getting gross.
I don't think they think it's gross.
Okay.
I'm going to show it. They're going to go ahead and cover it. And then
They're going to hit that dislike button.
So if you don't like seeing burn wounds that are healing, avert your eyes for a moment. We'll let you know.
It just looks like a kind of gnarly sunburn at this point.
It's a lot better, yeah.
Yeah.
And like the one part of it is really better. The major part is getting there.
All right, let's
here we go.
Okay,
avert your eyes.
Well, I'll let you know when it's safe to come back.
3, 2, 1. Don't look.
There
This is my arm.
Yeah.
So this is the part that's getting better. This is still scabbed, and it's getting there.
Yeah, pretty good though. It's
not
it's
too
going
bad.
out pretty well. So it's okay to look back if you if you looked away. So what was that from? That was from she
The
had
oven.
an oven mitt that failed her and burned her hand, and she went and then she was holding a what do you call it, a baking sheet.
Yeah.
That had been under the broiler, and so it was screaming hot.
Oh, it was very hot.
And it fell into her. What do you call this? Your elbow crease?
Like
your
the
elbow
arm
pit?
or something? Yeah, I don't know which one
it's
to
not
call
your
it.
armpit. It's got to be your forearm pit right in here, and so it burned her there and then on the bottom. And so our friend Sandra, who every once in a while shows up here, she's we've seen her a few times recently.
Lately. Well, she was couple weeks ago, a week ago, I saw.
Yeah, she popped in.
Yeah.
Enough to see this anyway, I guess.
Yeah.
And she sent us a message the other day that was like, hey, so still looks painful? I don't know, does it hurt anymore?
The thing surprising is that it hurt really bad when it happened, of course. And then, like, when it looked terrible, it didn't hurt. I think a lot of nerve endings were burned off. So it didn't really hurt too bad. Thankfully.
Greg suggests vitamin E oil to prevent scarring.
Yeah, I
actually have some of that. It's in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's good for it.
I'm gonna do that and some creams and stuff. I just put some Neosporin and
it actually looks like it's healing up real well. You might even not even have a scar. Yep. So our friend Sandra, who is a big time baker, is aloe or retinol, aloe for sure. But anyway, she said, "Hey, you're getting a thing from Amazon today," and that thing was these giant oven mitts.
Those are intense. It's not gonna fail anytime.
No,
soon.
these are all clads.
Yeah.
She sent us like some real serious pinchy baking sheet things. So I actually tried these out not long after we got them. I was like,
I did
bake
too.
something.
Yeah.
How were they when you tried them out?
I mean, I felt nothing.
It's so good.
Like not even.
I could have held that pan for a long time.
Yep, forever. Yep.
Well, I mean, my arm would get tired eventually. But,
sure. Yep.
You know, for a long time. So. Psyched about those. Yeah, these are basically welding gloves.
They pretty much are. Yeah.
Yeah, they're silicone grips. These are good grips, man.
It's hard to move your finger or hands.
Yeah, you gotta work on your grip strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're pretty good. Yeah, good job, Sandra. Indeed, those were a fun surprise.
Moderna cream as well. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's gonna scar.
I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think
I do scar. Okay. I have scars from softball back when I was like 13, 12. But they're better.
I've only ever had one scar, and it was in my armpit.
Wow.
It was
what? That's really, really weird because Mike has broken many bones.
Oh, so all the bones.
I have broken maybe a toe. I didn't go to the doctor obviously because it's a toe. But that's it.
I went to the doctor one time for a toe. But,
really?
Yeah, but I was young. It was the first toe I broke.
Well, then, yeah.
And
that was the only thing I'd broken. But it was like, what are you going to do?
You want to know how I broke my toe?
Huh.
It's real dumb. So.
Well, the way I broke mine, or potentially broke mine, was also very dumb. Yeah.
There's a kitty paw.
Yep, this cat paw.
She's like, oh, look, you got a new camera? I'm going to rub my face on it.
Cool.
So the way I broke my toe was I was at daycare, and I was kind of a jerk, and I decided that this kid was building a sandcastle, and I was going to go kick over his little sandcastle on the playground, and he had built it over a tree root, and so I gave it a good kick, and so I kicked a tree root real hard, and guess what's softer than tree roots? Little boy toes.
Yeah.
So
most parts of little boys are,
broke the absolute crap out of my toe. It was it sucked. It was my big toe too.
So mine is sort of similar in that.
Really? You were also a young jerk?
No, I was probably in middle school, maybe junior high, whatever age those are. And so we lived out in the country, but it was like country, but it was like on the outskirts of town. And we lived right next door to my aunt and uncle. And I love my aunt and uncle. But I mean, when you live next door, sometimes you don't want to sit there and chat forever, you know? And I was outside, or like was by where the garage door was. And so somebody was coming out and I was like, oh, I don't want to chat. And it had rained before. And so right where I was going into the garage, it was wet right there. I like slipped, fell, and my toe went into the tire of a vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So if I would have just said hello and chat, I probably wouldn't have broken my toe.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Franklin says cats are softer than tree roots. I think he's right about that. I'm not going to try by slinging one into a tree root like I did with my toe.
No.
That's and what did we learn? We learned to not be a jerk to people who are building a sandcastle. Like Astro said, that was instant payback, and yeah, I had that coming. I'm not saying I didn't. I started out by saying I was a jerk, and I'm probably less of a jerk now. Staring at the Tower of Friends behind Aud. Yeah, so Becky and Carol have both noticed the Tower of, what do you call those things again?
Sumataguri or something like that.
Oh, I can't remember either. Anyway, yeah, that's fun.
Sorry.
We got some more coming in the mail eventually, but they haven't gotten here yet. Mike's story is a hard one for me. Try not to rejoice in injury to others. That feels like instant karma. No, you should. Yeah, no, that was my bad. I was very dumb. Towel is now. I caught a bit of towel on fire once using it in a makeshift holder. Oops. That's right. Hi from Istanbul, Turkey. Hey, what's up there, cool. Voltaire? That's cool. Just a joke, a positive graduation from a jerk. Is that a New York jerk?
How do we get into pens? Well, for me, we've answered in different places, and it could be
there could be some new folks here.
Thing. Well,
let's do short version though.
Well, if you want a longer version, go on the Nibs Section podcast. I was a guest for one of theirs. I don't remember the number, but it was a long discussion of how we got into it, when we started doing it, how I got into working at Franklin-Christoph, to how did I get into doing
What's
nibs.
The short version though?
You.
Oh, that's that dude. That was the shortest possible version. It's my fault.
I mean, I always liked good pens and pencils, and always carried a lot of things around me with cute little stationery bags and things.
Yeah,
but
I remember using
not
a lot of
fountain pens until I met you.
I remember using like a lot of Uniball Visions.
Okay, yeah.
Those kind of things. So do I have a Uniball Vision around here?
Things like the jelly rolls and stuff too, enjoyed.
Oh yeah. And like V5s, I feel like you would use pretty much a lot of the things in this little sleeve. And
I mean, everyone's going to talk about when they say it's a good pen, but it's really not, is the G2. They're like, oh, that's when you can sort of tell when you like a better pen.
Like that's a step up from a Bic or whatever. Yeah. Although like there's nothing wrong with a Bic. Audrey name dropping herself on her own live stream on a podcast. Yeah, no, it's really good. You should go listen to that nibs section.
I'm not saying you should. I'm saying if you're interested, you can.
Yeah.
But that's where you can get a lot more Audrey and less me talking here, which is okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah. How did I get into pens? I was always into pens. I've been a stationery nerd since I was a small child. But like, I remembered not too long ago that I used to actually buy pencils, like a lot of the fancy pencils. At school, we'd have a.
I can't say that.
What were you trying to say?
Ticonderoga?
Roga,
yes.
No, I meant fancy like they were like pretty.
Oh, okay.
They were like,
okay.
They had designs on them, like they have like like holographic stuff.
Sure.
And they'd sell them for like $0.25 or 20 cents or something at school.
Yeah.
I want to say it was elementary school. Mm-hmm. There was like a little table you could buy cool pencils, and so I remember doing that. But I always used to steal my mom's pens, like whatever she had around. She didn't really have.
Hey, you guys had bad pens. Just get it.
Well, we'll fix Devin Pearl one of these days with good pens.
No, I mean they know what a good one is. They're just too cheap. They're like, I don't really care that much.
Well, you know.
They would admit it. I mean, you know.
Do I still have the Blackwing pencil Nicholas from Blackwing gave you at the SF show? Yeah, absolutely.
You've not used through any pencil if that's for the Blackwings.
Yeah, I've actually got.
Like you're not even close to being short.
I might have more. He only gave me 3. I forget which ones he gave me. He gave me a natural or a this one and the Palomino and maybe the Pearl. I think he gave me these 3. And then I've gotten a few more. So yeah, no, I've definitely been using some more pencils. I did not remember Nicholas's name, although that totally sounds right. Look at you having a better memory than me. So yeah. Also, nib section was great, and Audrey's episode was great. Yeah.
I didn't listen to it, so I can't say that it was.
I listened to it. I thought it was good. Yeah. But yeah, you go into like some serious detail about how you got into pens and how you got into Franklin-Christoph and all. Yeah, you go into like I think that's an 1.5 hour long episode. It's pretty much
it was just sort of chatting. It wasn't really an interview by any means. It was just like we sat and talked about stuff.
I mean, Diana asked you questions.
Sure.
It was kind of.
But you go on little tangents like you always do.
That's right. Turkey, land of good snacks, says Becky. Yep. Good snacks in Turkey. Really good snacks in Turkey, actually.
Very good.
Bruce says, it's me and I'm 13. You already know this, right? I love the Uniball Jetstream. It's the best ballpoint. You're not wrong. Super good ballpoint. Maybe one of the better. Maybe the best.
John wants to know, he does not have Aurora Black and is at home. he has a pen that's hard starting, wants to find a really well-behaved ink to test it. Any suggestions? Before I kept reading, my instinct was to go with Aurora Black. But
also, like, Aurora Black's not exactly what I would call well-behaved.
That's true. But if it's hard starting, that's going to tell you.
It's got a very particular set of skills.
Yeah.
And that is being roll wet.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else is, like, a real good sort of, like, neutral kind of ink? I don't know. You have, like, Pilot Blue Black?
Yeah, you always like Blue Black. I don't ever use it, but...
Have you ever used it?
I think I have, but I'm not a huge fan of Blue Black.
Yeah, that's fair. I was trying to think of something that John might have on hand, and, like, I feel like he might have an 823 or something.
Waterman inks?
That's Waterman Serenity or Waterman... What's that other blue that Waterman does?
Oh, what's the other blue? Majestic? No, that's Diamine.
I don't want that. That's real good. Try Diamine or Waterman. Yeah, those could be pretty good. I think Waterman's pretty darn good. Sailor, Basic Pilots. Yeah, Sailor can be a little thick, though. So
it just depends.
Yeah, I think Pilot Blue Black is really good if you happen to have it. I think you do. Have Waterman Mysterious Blue. Mysterious Blue's good.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. I remember being pretty good. Monteverde Super Show Blue, that's good. Yeah, I'd give that a try. Yeah, go do that. Yeah, do that. Yeah, Mysterious Blue. They were telling me what the one was I couldn't think of. It's definitely Mysterious Blue. Mm-hmm. Yep. Serenity's also good. Very particular set of skills. It's the Liam Neeson of inks. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you need if you need something to absolutely flow in a pen, yep. I think they renamed Florida Serenity. That seems right. Definitely they renamed something to Serenity. Monteverde isn't bad, just not the oranges and yellows. Super Show it is. Yeah, I love that Super Show blue from Monteverde. I've probably got 2 bottles of it at least. I might have more.
And then there's the Private Reserve DC Super Show.
They don't make that anymore.
Oh, they didn't move it over?
Well, they haven't made it again.
Okay.
At least not as far as I know.
Okay.
Maybe they do.
I don't remember. Yeah. Okay. That I don't remember.
Diamond Royal Blue is nice-ish. I haven't used that one, I don't think, yet. Oh, this is the thing I didn't show you from last week that we discovered. Where is it? Diplomat's Royal Blue. You can use an ink eraser on it, and it erases it completely. Like that little pelican thing with the white tips you use to erase ink. Erases it completely.
Is weird.
Right? I tried it on a bunch of other things. Yeah, doesn't matter. It erases that ink. Yeah. So these royal blues and washable blues and stuff like that are erasable blues.
Just that though.
Yeah, it's something about those particular blues.
That's
gone.
Weird.
So like, I guess I could do the whole thing. There we go. Look at that. We discovered that last week. Also, I want to point out, I set up my fancy camera, and now I have a desk cam that is not garbage.
Complete and utter garbage.
Yeah. I have an itch. Becky says I have an itch to re-ink so many pens, but I have a bunch of samples arriving tomorrow from Van Ness. Yeah, you gotta wait. Wait until tomorrow. They do make it. Oh, they make the new ones, but the Monteverde and PR Super Show Blues aren't the same. No, they're not the same at all.
But I think it's just funny that they both have a Super Show.
So they do that because Private Reserve stopped making them. Like Private Reserve kind of stopped making new inks for a long time.
Yeah.
And so Monteverde picked it up. But the Monteverde one I think is actually better.
Oh.
Yeah, I really like that ink. Super good.
Well, speaking of next week, what will you be doing next week?
Next week is a pen show. How about that?
I'll be sitting just like this.
Just like that?
Probably, but not wearing this.
In a bright pink dress?
No.
Sitting at home?
Scott, I don't think would be okay with that.
No, he really likes the you wear a uniform. Yeah. Franklin-Christoph shirt, that kind of thing.
I do.
It has black buttons. I
get away with wearing gray, so that's the only good thing. Black just can't work. But so you'll be at the show, and will you be doing your live stream? I
will. Claire asked a good question that I want to get back to in a sec here, which is what pen released in the last 2 years would surprise a pen nerd that hasn't been paying attention to recent releases? Becky says Curados, and I think that's actually kind of an awesome answer. Shown Ultim, also solid, but that Curados, though. Kasama? Yeah, that might surprise somebody who hasn't been paying attention. That's true. But yeah, I think Curidas, like, if you want to surprise somebody, be like, hey, look at this weird thing that came out. What do you think about that?
I have to think about that some more.
Yeah. Our friend Tammy just got back to her New York place. She has been gone for like 14 months, she said.
Yeah,
and her Curidas, which she ordered right before the pandemic, has been there waiting for her this whole time. She just got back and finally got her Curidas. It's been sitting in her old place for like 14 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's pretty good. Yeah, Tammy. Oh, wait. Tammy's not here, is she? No. Just Franklin's screaming Tammy.
Yeah.
Jeremy Russell, hope to see you all in Raleigh. Depends on how you're feeling. All but bedridden at the moment? Oh, that sucks, man. Yeah, I thought you were going to Blade Show or something. So which pin show is it? Well, it is the Triangle Pin Show in Raleigh, which is our home show. No free bottles of ink. Wait, let's see. Yay, Triangle Show. DC, they give you a free bottle of ink. At the DC show, they often would.
Yeah. I don't know if they have lately. I don't know. We don't.
Yeah, so since she goes as a vendor and I'm often there with a vendor, we don't really get the attendee perks.
Yeah.
But they often will give you a free bottle, yeah. But yeah, there will be some inks for the show this year.
Not from FC, so don't.
No, not from FC. Not from FC, huh? A lot of times y'all do one for the show. Oh no, it's Philly y'all
Only
do.
Philly,
That's right.
Yeah.
So there are actually 2 shows starting next weekend, I think. So St. Louis also kind of starts next weekend.
Online only.
Yeah, right. They're only doing it online, but since they're doing it online, you can get your hands on this ink fairly easily. This is KWZ Meet Me in St. Louis for 2021. They always do a KWZ, and it's always called Meet Me in St. Louis, which I think is kind of fun. Yeah. And then it has a subtitle of Forest Park Green, and it's a lovely green.
Yeah, it is really nice.
I like it a lot. Yep, so
same.
I'll have a review video going up for this week, I believe.
Okay.
I haven't done it yet, but I will. Beth says, can you show the papier plume triangle ink yet? So the one thing is, yes, there will be an ink from papier plume. Yeah. I will confirm that. The other thing is that I am not allowed to show it to you yet. I do have it in-house. I did swatch it, but I can't show it to you yet. But I will this week. So also, I believe Fig Boot's going to be showing it this week too. So we're gonna be dueling. So show your allegiance to ink dependence. Yeah.
Or watch both.
Or watch both. You know, that's cool. Diplomat Arrow and Leonardo. I think the Arrow's been out for longer than 2 years. The Leonardo's, though, that seems about right for Leonardo.
The first time I held a Leonardo was Baltimore, but I don't remember what year it was. So maybe it was 3 years ago from now, because I remember Mario coming up to my table asking Mario came up to the table asking me to pull a few nibs for him, and they were Leonardo's. And that was my first interaction with a Leonardo.
Yeah, all right, that sounds about right, because I dithered for a while on getting one, and I think I got my first one a year and a half ago, maybe.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I want to say... Yeah. Because there were multiple years I didn't go to Baltimore. That was a show that I...
John says he feels like they were big in 2019, which seems about right.
It's close. I mean, it's more recent, yeah.
Can I tape it to my back wall so they can see it but not have me show it? That would be pretty good. Do I know if Fig Boot would be at DC? I don't. I chatted with him a little bit recently, and he said he's kind of up in the air about DC. We'll see. I'm going to go because Audrey's going to go. And if one of us is going to go to a pin show, then might as well be both of us. Like,
I have to go.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, if there's any danger of exposure, like, one of us is exposed, we both are, so we might as well just both go. So it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hints on the color family? I can't, never. I will. Soon, though. Soon. Greg says, most surprising recent pin, Estabrook Esty, given the attempted, very unfortunate previous resurrection of the brand.
That's true. Right.
Yeah, there you go.
I very much enjoy that you could have the vintage nibs in them.
Yeah,
I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I just used one of those in a review this week.
Mine?
Yeah. It went poorly, but, you know.
That is right. That's what was in there. Yep.
Yep. But yeah, that's a good one. Leonardo's 2019. I was selling them in Ohio for sure, says David. Yeah, it seems right to me. You're right.
Pappy Plume just put up a new Instagram post about the show ink, apparently.
Uh-oh.
I did not see it.
Let's see what they said. I asked Brian Anderson if they were coming to Triangle, and they're not.
Yeah.
But maybe Chicago, though.
I mean, that is their home ones.
Well-appointed desk. This is a really good notepad. If you haven't gotten any of these yet, I like these little notepads, and I should have gotten one of those for myself. I didn't, though. I got it for somebody else. All right. Who was I looking at? Papier Plume.
Hi, Scrags. I know. There's a cat sitting in your spot. What do you think about that? She's been chasing squirrels, and she loves it.
Oh. Well.
If that tells you the color family.
Yeah. Okay, well, here. I'll just put it on here, because why not, right?
Do you have the swatch so I could see it? Because I don't know.
Carolina?
If I saw it.
You haven't. I don't think you have seen it, actually.
Yeah.
It's called Carolina in My Mind, which is kind of weird. Like, it should be on my mind, right? But
Well,
whatever, man. Yeah, here you go.
huh. It's not what I think of when I think of a Carolina blue.
It's not quite this, but
Yeah, it doesn't. Looking at this and then looking at that, that's not what I would imagine. It's not like crazy different, but it's not exactly.
oh, the James Taylor song is Carolina in My Mind.
Is it?
Huh. Shows
That
what I
is
know.
a good song.
Yeah, it doesn't quite look like that, but you know, ish. All right, well, I didn't spoil anything they did.
It's not a Tar Heel blue.
No, it's not a Tar Heel blue. It doesn't.
Which is sort of what you think of when you hear Carolina blue.
Yeah, for sure. And that looked more like, more like that. Let's see. Modern SC is interesting to you, says Claire. It is pretty interesting. Yeah. Apparently, Conid thinks men are mechanical. Oh, the Conid gentleman's pen or whatever it was that they did for that. That was a gentleman's grooming show or something.
Love when brands gender pens. It's always a favorite.
Well, it's not that the pen
Love
is
it.
gendered. It was like for this men's beard grooming show or some weird thing.
Still, but naming it that is gonna even people who don't know about the grooming show is going to take it.
I know. It's another Tar Heel blue. It's not quite, David.
No.
Looks like it shades well. Yeah, I'd say it does. Let's see. Carolina blue would be indigo. Carolina blue is not really indigo. Carolina blue is like a light blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feels like Brooks RO
In
ink.
between like a turquoise and a coneflower.
Brooks is much more blue than this one will be. Anyway, check this space next week for a video about that. Weird thing to have a show for. Grooming, yeah, right? Who would do that? Who would have a show for some weird niche thing like that?
I hear they're dog grooming ones even.
Right?
It's crazy.
Like Konpeki? Yeah, you're a little bit closer to that, yeah. It was so dry. Yeah, the Brooks one was pretty dry.
Can be a little dry.
Yeah. And it really depended on the other stuff, on the paper and nib and all that stuff. Kind of gentleman's pen hasn't been called as such. I would have purchased one earlier. Yeah, I know, right? Men's grooming industry international is huge. Yeah, it is. Still, they could have called it something else, but whatever, man. Whatever, man. Multiple wet shaving podcasts. That's true. In fact, there's a guy here in the Raleigh area who used to come to the Pen Club who has a wet shaving channel on YouTube.
That's right. I remember meeting him. Yeah.
I wish I could remember the name of that channel because I am not going to remember it.
Yeah, he came to FC before COVID, and I don't remember it.
Oh, yeah, you've seen him way more recently than I have. He stopped coming to Pen Club a long time ago. He only ever had one pen, but he loved looking at everybody else's pens.
Well, he came to FC, and I think got one. So
oh, good. That's cool.
2 now, I guess.
Maybe we'll get him back in here. So, yep.
There's a big huff going on in the makeup world. I just found out this. Alex Rodriguez former
A-Rod?
A-Rod, as some people call him. If you're in the know and know him really well, you can call him A-Rod. Is coming out with a men's makeup line. And people in the makeup community are side-eyeing it because, like, anyone can wear makeup, and there's like men and women's makeup companies or whatever, and he's never ever shown anything about makeup. And so they're like, it just seems like a cash grab, I guess, basically, is why people are like, he's never shown an interest in makeup.
Didn't
and now,
Bieber have makeup too?
I don't know. I don't think so. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting that it's another gendered thing that doesn't need to necessarily, it's not as big of a deal. Like some guys wear makeup, some don't, who cares? But they're trying to make it, it's a manly one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Has Conan started taking orders again yet? Nope. Let's hear about this fancy carabiner you've got back there. I talked about it last week, and Audrey made me swear I wouldn't talk about bags this week.
I didn't say that.
She said, I'll leave
in my head, I would have agreed with that. But he did not say that.
I'll show it to you later, David.
Harry Styles also has a new beauty line. Yep, I heard about that too. Yep.
Well.
That would make more sense to me. Like, he seems like someone who...
Texas Rangers legend A-Rod. That's right. Yeah. Serious question. He hasn't typed yet. Let's talk bags. Nope, sorry, can't do it. A-Rod would be easier to dislike if he hadn't been as good a baseball player as he is. I don't actually know anything about that dude. I got nothing.
I do.
Yeah.
I've seen him play.
You've seen him play the baseballs?
Yep. I don't remember if I got his autograph or not, though. I think we did.
Frank says, hey, Audrey, how's your mochi back there?
Which one?
Look at this stack.
Pork cutlet.
Uh-huh.
Last dinosaur.
Uh-huh.
Fried shrimp tail.
Uh-huh.
White cat.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, you got popped for roids. Yeah, I don't actually care. Yeah, I'm down with that. I just want to see home runs.
I'm down with roids.
Sure.
That's what you just said.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, I don't really care. I just want to see home runs. I want to see pitchers throwing insane, inhuman heat. I want to see batters just hitting dingers all day long. I don't care about baseball that much. I just want to see, like...
What about Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa?
Yeah, they did that. I liked it. It was...
No,
how thrilling was that home run race, though?
No,
thrilling.
No, it means...
And they weren't doing roids. Let's be very clear.
It means nothing now.
Let's be clear. They were not doing roids.
No?
No.
What were they doing?
They were doing...
HGH?
I think there was some HGH and, like...
wow, we are way off topic.
And, like, aminos and stuff. They were real into, like, creatines and other stuff like that. That was very new at the time. And HGH was,
they didn't check.
Yeah, there was no, like, rule against it.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, you want to get huge? Do this. It worked, man. They're using creatine for sure, but also probably some other stuff. Who cares? Anyway, we're not getting on this. We're not getting in baseball. I've just said all the baseball things I know. Almost. I grew up in Nolan Ryan's hometown.
Somebody just said Nolan Ryan, so.
How does roids take Mike? Nolan Ryan did them roids? Probably. He was old and throwing heat. Probably did. I don't know.
How many times do you said throwing and hitting heat? Like, it's very strange. Your terminology today is very weird.
Is that weird?
Yeah.
No, that's a thing people say.
No.
Everybody says
kids
that.
Kids say those things on the TikToks,
Hello,
right?
fellow kids. Let's see. McGarver's not right. Yeah, I know. Assuming, got baseball stuff in there. Hi, just wondering, if Galen Leather will be at the DC Pen Show. I have no idea if they're going to be able to go. I
don't know, but I would doubt it. I would be shocked. Any international people, I don't know if that would be worth it to them.
I'm really curious what DC and San Fran are going to look like, because those are huge international shows. Mm-hmm. You get a lot of Europe in the DC show. You get a lot of Asia in San Francisco. So just because they're closer to those coasts. I don't know what it's going to look like, right? I've got pins being delivered on Monday. What do you got coming in, Greg? 2 baseball phrases you know. Those are the 2 baseball phrases I know. Hitting dingers, throwing heat. That's all I know.
Like Randy Johnson?
Yeah. I think I learned about those phrases from the Simpsons episode about Mark McGwire.
Did you ever watch wait, what was it? What was that movie called? The baseball movie that had
The Water Boy? Angels in the Outfield?
No,
The Ringer.
That is a baseball movie.
The Sandlot.
Oh, I freaking love The Sandlot.
I
watched it.
Bad News Bears.
Hold,
I can do this all day.
Hey.
All day.
Stop. The one I'm talking. Now I just lost what I was even trying to talk about. It's the baseball.
Field of Dreams. Mr. 3000.
Major League. Thank you. They knew what I was talking about with Charlie Sheen. That one. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay, that was it.
That was it. Rookie of the Year.
Oh, I've seen that too. Oh.
Moneyball. Yep. Good. Good. That's all you wanted to ask is, have I seen that?
Well, I thought maybe you'd learn some baseball phrases from that movie.
I don't remember much of that movie, honestly. Like, I remember I have seen it.
Well, so growing up not far from Cleveland, shout out not to Cleveland, that was a big thing where I grew up.
Cleveland was?
I mean, the movie Major League.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
See, did Greg ever tell us what pens he's got coming in? He's coming Monday. One package from Holland and one from Taiwan, eh? I don't know what's in Holland or Taiwan. I mean, lots of things come out of Taiwan.
Lots of things, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've been very good about purchasing pen things.
You have. What'd you get this week?
I didn't get any pen things.
Yeah, me either. Wait, I did. I got a pen thing.
I mean, I had lots of other things, but nothing.
To be fair, I ordered this a long time ago, so it's not real.
And there's a pen show next weekend, so who knows? I don't know who's going to be there. So.
Oh, yeah, I don't either.
I need to go through my pens and find what ones I'm going to sell. And I need to go through my nail polish and sell some, find ones to sell. And Becky, I saw your message earlier. I don't know what nail polish I'm going to wear at the show next week. I'll think about it this week. Oh, you did get... That's right.
Grace says 4 pens, one using a Brooks material, one in G10. G10? One micarta and one Urushi. That's pretty impressive there, Greg. Yeah, what'd you get in G10? Is that one of those Chatterley pens? There's not very many G10 pens out there. I got this week. This came in, which I'm kind of psyched about. This is
You didn't even know it was coming.
I didn't really. I mean, I knew that it was coming eventually, but because I didn't buy it. But yeah, I didn't check the tracking. This is the Tactile Turn Overlander. And
cat and dog playing down here.
It's the side clicks. I went for a different size this time. I went for the short size instead of the standard, just because.
You didn't have a choice on the first one.
Yeah, you got me the first one. Audrey got me this one. This is the safety first. Also, it came with another card. So they come with these fun little metal cards. This is the safety first, and that's the Overlander card. How fun is that, right?
It's fun.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the safety first a lot, and the Overlander is really cool as well. And,
I'm surprised you got it, to be honest.
Really?
I really thought... You waited to the last day.
I waited until like the last hour.
Yeah.
It was like the literal 11th hour. I think it was 11 p.m. Yeah. Yeah. I'm real good at procrastinating, so.
Well, that's why I didn't think you were going to get it.
I know.
Because you always wait.
I know. So Franklin says, how much shorter is it, and does it actually make a difference? It is shorter, and it makes a difference as to what refills you can put in it.
Yeah. But they have a nice thing online that tells you.
Yeah, good chart.
Yeah, a nice chart that tells you.
And it tells you about like which ones will fit in it if you cut them down a little bit. Because a lot of gel refills and stuff like that, you can cut the back end off and it works fine.
The brand is Tactile Turn.
Yeah, Tactile. Yep, Claire got it. And I think it does make a little bit of a difference because of where it sits in your hand.
Yeah.
So
the
standard is actually very long. And there's a bit of weight back here because of the clip and this whole assembly. And so this can be a little bit long. I think it actually took me a little bit of time to get used to.
Really?
Yeah, because
I think it would matter to me and my hand more than you. But I would probably go for the regular or that one.
I think the short is actually maybe a better size. Oh. You can put like the refills you can get for this one are more fun. Yeah. Like that's
that's the thing.
This has a Pilot juice refill in it, and it is fantastic. I love that gel refill.
You love the juice.
I love the juice. I love the juice. We were just talking about
the juice.
You know what the juice lets you do?
Hit home runs.
dingers and throw heat.
Yep.
But this one, it kind of sits more in the web of your hand there. This is my other tactile turn. This is the shoot, what do they call this one?
Side.
Bolt action.
Bolt action. Thank you.
Has this really nice Timascus bolt in here. And this one, like, there's only really one way you can hold it because of all that hardware. Like, you hold it this way, it's going to be uncomfortable. But this is also a very heavy pen because it's solid bronze. And so I'm glad this isn't the standard size, because if this was the standard size, it would be way too heavy.
That would be, yeah.
But I decided to try out the side click. I really like the side click. I think it's a great mechanism, and it works really well. Feels nice in the hand.
You love the Cerakote.
I love the Cerakote. It's real pretty. Our friend Ed Jelly's working for that, and working for them on those kind of things.
Bye, Franklin.
Got a jet. Glad you could stop in,
man.
man.
More often.
Glad you could stop in. Jeremy's loving the Tactile Turn Overlander. Yeah, I saw that on your Instagram, man. Beth, you got a week. There's plenty of time to decide. Figure out what your second grind is going to be. Yeah. Standard size feels too baton-like for you. Yeah, you might like a short. That's right. The short is good. Next time we are at a show together, I'll bring him, Tony. You're gonna review the new Leonardo Magico. I don't have it yet, and they haven't offered me one. If I had to guess, I would guess that Fig Boot's gonna have it though. He seems to be tight with Leonardo. He gets a bunch of those. So thanks for the Air Bud clarification. Nice. Juicy refill. No, just juice. The Pilot juice. Like this one. Although not the 1.0. I don't like the 1.0 size. These just aren't as good. They don't write as well. This one, it's actually this one from this Juice 0.5, which our friend and chatter here, Beth Hobson, sent me a bunch of these.
That's right, I remember that.
Because I was like, oh yeah, I've got the 1.0, but it's not great. And so she sent me a bunch of 0.5s and also a 0.38. Usually that's too small.
Yeah, that's way too small. Usually.
It is great in the 0.38.
Alicia wants to know juice or the juice up.
I like the juice. I actually don't have any of the juice ups, but I like the juice. I can't speak to the juice up.
Would you say the juice is loose?
It's not that loose.
The juice is loose. Mike had no idea that O.J. Simpson was released from jail years ago.
I thought that dude was still in prison for like kidnapping or something. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was. And we all thought he was going to die in jail, but then he got out.
0.5 coral juice refill is one of your faves. That's cool. When I take a refill out of a pen, I put a little flag on it and wrap it around that says, this contains the G2 refill from the Tactile Turn pen. So that means like this is in the Tactile Turn. This is actually not a juice.
Okay.
If you're not me and you don't like happen to review pens for funsies, then you don't need to know. It doesn't matter. But like I wouldn't want to do a review on this and be like, this feels like a G2. Like a G2. There's a cat sitting on a cushion back here.
Yeah, she is.
So, juice in the 0.38 is your favorite standard pen. It's real good. I think the 0.5. Well, let's see. Is that my favorite one? It's up there for gels. Might be. Yeah, maybe. I'm using the Sarasa Clip with the vintage colors. Yeah, those are good. I like those as well.
You love the Sarasa, yeah.
I do.
Sarasa Dry.
Yeah. Oh, the dry. Yeah, the dry is.
Oh, the dry.
You know what? The dry is my favorite gel pen refill. Yeah. That's like these. They say Sarasa Dry. This one happens to say X20. I don't have any idea what the X20 means.
You can get it from Jet Pens.
You can. I got a bunch of these straight from Zebra because you were like, hey, there's a Zebra sale.
That's right.
And so it was like
Was it Zebra?
Yeah, it was Zebra. It was like 50 or 60% off.
Yeah.
And I still ended up spending like 50 or 60 bucks.
Yeah, because you get like a full set of ones.
I got a full set of these.
Yeah.
And I got some metal bodied pens because I want to try out their classy pens.
Yeah.
One of them was good. The other one was not good at all. So anyway, I did some videos on those. But yeah, the Sarasa Dry. These are really good refills. So is this a Sarasa? Yeah, the Sarasa Mark On. We're doing non-fountain pen stuff right now, but the Mark On is super good if you're a person that likes to write notes and then highlight over them. It's actually meant to be highlighted on, and it works perfectly.
So yeah, you don't get that smearing or darken the highlighter.
Yeah, it dries super fast. Highlighters are safe on it. Really good, these ones. You're not going to find them in stores. You have to go to Jet Pens for this one.
Yeah.
So, Camel Vintage Sarasa is so good. That's one I don't have.
Is the Pilot Juice the same size as the G2?
Yeah. Same size refill.
That's what I thought, but I didn't want to say it because I knew that you would know for sure.
Yeah. Track all those using fountain pen companions. So I'm one of the weird people that adds random stuff to ask ink. Random stuff. Oh, as ink and FPC. Urban probably hates that. Somebody adds like Pilot Juice or something on there. He's probably like, what is this?
Yeah.
Because he actually goes through those and like normalizes all the inks that people put in.
Wow.
So, yep. That's why you should be a patron. Because, he spends a lot of time making that thing good. Coming in late. Howdy. Hey, Ruth. Welcome. So yeah, that's my only fountain pen thing my only pen thing this week was this Overlander. I can't wait to see what their next one's going to be.
Are you going to wait till the last hour for the Nat one too? Are you going to collect? Is that part of your new collecting?
I wait until the last hour?
Well, no. The Tactile Turn limited edition.
Might be. Like, there might be some I skip, like, I just don't like them. But so far, they've really been...
knocking it out of the park.
They've been knocking it so far out of the park.
Like another baseball thing analogy?
Like as a dinger?
Yeah.
That you might have if you were on the juice?
Actually, that's a simile. My bad.
Well, Irvin puts in a ton of work on that tool. I know he does. He does a lot of work on that thing. He goes in and pairs things out. Yeah, so he doesn't just pare it down, but like people will write the same ink in several different ways or misspell things. And so he has a bit of programming that helps him with that, but it can't do all the work. Probably G2 got you through college. It was your go-to gel pen. It's a solid little pen, I used a lot of G2s in college. Used a lot of the Visions, like you were doing, the V5s. I had like 2 fountain pens all throughout college.
Okay.
A Core and a Lamy Vista.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. And then, late into college, maybe my senior year or something, I was looking through, I was working in one of the departments as a work study student. Mm-hmm. And they had like this pen cup of like, pens that people had just found in rooms and stuff. Just kind of put them there. And I found a Wing Sung.
Yep, I remember.
Like a high-end Wing Sung Parker 51 clone. Which, they use the Parker... machines and stuff, so it's legit. Had a gold nib and stuff, and I was like, can I have this? And they're like, we don't care, it's been in that dark closet for like 10 years probably. So barreling dingers, crushing home runs, there you go. Don't forget to like and subscribe, there you go.
And pizza.
Oh, and pizza. Like, subscribe, pizza.
Nope,
it's not time yet.
No,
stop it.
I mentioned it. I didn't say we're going to talk about it, but like, comment, pizza.
Mm-hmm. So I wanted to talk a little bit about pin shows before we got totally sidetracked on.
That's what happens when I'm here.
You know what? I'll take it.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. I threw you under the bus, remember?
Oh, I did. I remember. I did forget that. Now I remember, and I'm sad again. Yeah. There's Jacob again with those pizzas. So you got a shout out earlier, Jacob.
Yep.
So I'm gonna have a table at the Raleigh Pen Show.
I'm gonna have like 3 tables. I have no idea how many tables we have.
Like 6 tables.
I have no idea.
So many tables for Franklin-Christoph.
I have no idea.
Audrey will be there doing nibs. I'm gonna
a lot of this.
Those are the motions. That's how you nib. By
That's
the
all
way.
you need to do.
And then that's what they sound like. I could be a Foley artist. Is all I'm saying. Dingers and heat. So I'm gonna have a table. I'll be selling some pens there, probably from my collection and Audrey's collection. I'll try to let go of a few. I'm gonna have a friend of mine is gonna be hanging out at the table. She's got a bunch of pens she wants to sell. Also some real cool knives, I think. So if you want to see some cool knives, she's gonna have some selling there as well. She was telling me names of these things, and I'm like, oh yeah, there she is, PB. What's up, PB? She's gonna be there with me. So if you want to meet PB, come by our table. We'll be there. There'll probably be this sign if I have room. Maybe it'll even be lit up if I can get electricity. We'll see how it goes.
What about any of these?
I've only got one table, so I don't know.
What about that one then?
The little one?
What about that one?
Well, maybe I put that one there. You can put a pin in its little paws. It's pretty cute. So yeah, I'll be doing that and selling a bunch of that kind of stuff. I just probably have some nail polish, so I'll put on the table there. I've got another friend who might be putting some pens on the table.
People actually bought nail polish in Baltimore.
Yeah. So a bunch of vendors did too.
Really?
Yeah. The one who does Drama Mama Bookshop came and bought a few.
Yeah, follow them. Yeah.
Yep. She makes really cool stuff. I was gonna make some notebooks with her, and I totally forgot about it because of the whole athlete's foot year.
Yeah. Athlete's foot year.
That's right.
Yeah,
we should prank Audrey and put some black ink around the eyepieces of her microscope. That would be good.
Oh, jeez. Do you still want to be married?
Oh, I'm not going to do it.
Oh, okay.
But David might, and he looks just like me, so...
You'd be dead to me, David.
Oh, don't do it, David.
Ruth, there's an explanation, and you can see said wound if you go back and watch the beginning. I'm not going to take this off, but yes, it was a oven incident from last week.
She burnt herself on the oven. So
yeah.
Beth also wants garlic bread now.
I love garlic bread.
It was garlic bread that caused the problem.
And, I wish it wasn't a bread thing, because then I could sit there and go, it wasn't worth it. I mean, I love garlic bread, though. I'm like, it sucks that it happened, but...
It was a little bit overcooked, the garlic bread. Oh, no, that wasn't. That was the time I did the garlic bread. As I was
like, what are you talking about? It was fine.
Yeah, no, that was good. I was thinking about the time I did it in the toaster oven.
And that was a little burnt.
That was it was burnt and dry. That was, But I didn't burn myself, so... is it pizza and garlic bread?
Oh, at least I didn't burn myself.
Happens, I pray you enjoyed the bread at least. We did. Do you remember the discussion last week? Thought this was a new injury? Nope, same one.
No, same, unfortunately.
Is pizza and garlic bread too carby of a Friday dinner? No, we're having...
We exclusively have carbs on Friday.
Yeah, pizza, garlic bread, and also probably cinnamon twists for dessert.
Yeah, but listen, we always have leftovers.
Oh yeah, no,
we have it for a few meals.
Yeah,
so don't make it seem like we're eating all.
It's a good 2 or 3 dinners, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do that to other nib grinders. Yeah, do that. There's this one guy, Damien. You should put some black stuff around his microscope thing. He's not here in the chat, so
no.
He definitely is.
No, but now he knows. Now he knows.
I just said that because he's there. Let's see. Oh, Mike. That must have been from the camera black. Do you think there will be a lot of people at DC? I don't know. But there usually is. I don't know.
It's one of those things. You just don't know.
Yeah. Side salad, large pizza, and a whole loaf of garlic bread. Gotta go pick up kiddies from boarding. Enjoy the pizza. Oh, yeah. We should talk to. Should we have board Scraggles next weekend?
No, I gotta come home and.
She'd be all alone for 3 days.
I mean, during the day. I mean, that's what she used to do. For years.
Yeah, it's fair. Sure. Here's shoe polish works. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Yeah.
David, come on now. Why are you going to waste some of your stomach space with a side salad? My dad does that stuff. It's a waste of time.
Burl does that. We go to a buffet and he hits the salad bar.
Who goes to a buffet and eats a salad?
He eats a legit salad, though. Like, it's actually lettuce.
True. What do you mean?
Well, like, my version of salad is, like, bacon bits, olives, and ranch dressing.
That's my brother. Don't forget the croutons.
Oh, you can't forget the croutons.
Yes.
But Burl actually
eats bacon bits. So my brother, that was his thing. Cheese.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the cheese.
Base of cheese.
Yeah.
Bacon bits. Croutons. Olives. I don't know what kind of dressing. Ranch. But maybe he didn't do ranch.
Blue cheese.
No, he's not that kind of person. No. I don't know if he would even... I think he might even just eat that plain.
A pile of toppings.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, your dad's an actual adult. He eats a legit human salad.
Yeah.
Unlike Sean and me.
Well,
I might put a little bit of lettuce in there just to say I did. Salad, at that point, you might as well just replace a salad with a beer.
I mean, look, you can go to McDonald's or someplace and get a salad and it has as many calories as getting something,
true.
Well, not McDonald's per se, but any Chili's or whatever.
In Rhode Island, there's a buffet that does all-you-can-eat seafood with whole lobsters. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. Wow. That's the thing. I only eat crab if somebody shucks it for me.
Yeah, who's got time?
It's a lot of time. It just takes a lot of... Yeah.
David asked, why not just bring Scraggles?
I don't know if it was I don't think it's a dog-friendly hotel. I'm pretty sure that's why we didn't bring her.
That might be what it was.
Because we would have probably otherwise.
Yeah, might be.
Because somebody would watch her if we both had tables.
Well, yeah, like you're working, I'll have a table. Like somebody has to take care of Scraggles.
And then she doesn't like to be in a cage. Like she hasn't been in a cage in
years.
Many years.
She doesn't like being in the car.
No, that too.
And it's a good hour drive for us. So.
But she'd be good. I mean, we could.
She's been to shows before.
Yeah.
Yeah. She liked it. That's how we met. That's how you met Tammy the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's kind of how I got to know Mike Masuyama, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I mean, we chatted a little bit before, but like, I think that was how I got to know Mike and his wife.
It's always animals will bring people together. If you have a dog or any animal, and you like that animal,
cottage cheese and bacon bits.
Oh.
Jim mostly lived off of cottage cheese and what was it, liverwurst?
Jim would sit. It was so disgusting. The amount of times. Oh, he died of a heart attack. What a shocker. Sorry, Jim. Love you. But so much cottage cheese and liverwurst and like
so
Triscuits or wheat thins or something with
Well,
it.
now you're speaking my language.
But
I love a Triscuit.
And pepper jack cheese.
I like a pepper jack cheese.
With all of that other stuff.
Not with cottage cheese and liverwurst, though. No fly, no crate, no drive. Yeah, some dogs just aren't a huge fan of travel. So, La Quinta's dog friendly unless you're a man to use the hotel the show's in. Oh, we're not staying at the show.
We just live an hour from the show.
Yeah, no, it's actually the time we brought Scraggles to a show, we stayed at La Quinta.
Yep.
Yeah, in Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was pretty good. I mean, she did fine there.
Yeah, she
but
actually.
We took her to the show with us.
She just sat in a crate.
Look at her sitting back there. Just no, can't really see her. No, chair's in the way. Yeah, but yeah, she doesn't like driving. She tends to barf.
Yeah.
And so I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Happy Friday to you, Eric. Should we talk about like pin show tips? Because people haven't been to a pin show in at least a year.
What tips? I mean, I need these tips. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I will be attending the San Francisco show, working. Mike probably will not.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to go to San Francisco.
It's just bad timing, and
it's not great. It's not great timing.
It's far.
The ticket is very expensive. Yeah, I probably
change.
won't.
It's just, yeah.
I'll probably go to Chicago, but I probably won't go to DC. Poor Jim, not even here to defend himself. Well, he's.
Look, I said everything I just said to you. I said straight to his face too.
And he's
so
like,
he knew.
And he's like, "Yup." Well, he's using liverwurst to shovel cottage cheese in his mouth.
No, he never ate it at work. Oh God, no.
I like that guy
smell,
so much.
Yeah. But I said everything to his face. He knew exactly how I felt about it.
So Claire says one thing is that you should definitely have the biggest backpack you can find to block the aisles at pin shows.
Oh.
Yeah. That's annoying. Hydrate. That's the first thing I thought of was hydrate.
The main thing. Well, for me, it's caffeine. And then it's good because then I don't have to pee very often, which is good because I'm working and I don't have time to. So it's caffeine. Everybody else who goes, definitely hydrate.
You gotta do water. You gotta have water to show and like put it in your bag.
Yeah.
No giant backpacks. That's true, but like have something slim.
Have some bag.
You gotta have some kind of bag.
Bring paper.
I think messengers are super good at a pin show or slings because they're usually tight to the body. They don't tend to have a lot of like horizontal volume to block stuff. Share your water bottle with everyone. Lick the doorknobs.
Make sure they're clean.
Yep, you gotta make sure they're clean. Resist buying a pen before you see what else there is. So that's sometimes true, Bruce. There are some cases in which you should be like, I like that, I should probably just get it.
Yeah, if there's one of it and it's a limited thing that you've never seen or you wanted it for a long time and this is the only one you've seen. And
so there are some tables, and I don't know how many of them are going to be at Triangle. So like Jonathan, I don't think is bringing pens. He's just coming as a just for funsies. Yeah. But like Franklin-Christoph, like y'all are gonna have a lot of one-off pens usually.
Photos,
color prototypes. So don't mess around on those, or somebody will take the one you really wanted. It's cool, Bruce. Don't worry about it. And then who else? Well, if Matthew Martin is there, but he's not going to be there, I don't think.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't looked on the vendor
Well, Matthew
page,
said he was doing Blade Show, and I think Blade Show is next weekend. So I don't think he can go.
Mints.
Yeah, bring a mint.
I've been keeping them in business. Keep them coming.
Yeah. Well, people will probably be wearing face masks, I hope. But
Terry posted something on Facebook about it being next weekend. Not one thing was mentioned about masks or any protocols.
But
I will be personally wearing a mask.
Yeah.
For you and for me.
Yeah.
So it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
But
I mean, even if it wasn't like still a little bit of athlete's foot in the area, y'all remember getting the flu every time you go to a pen show? Like,
think of all those times you went to Philly.
For me, it was Philly.
Show.
Every single year I came back from Philly, I was sick for like 2 weeks. Every single time. Well, not this last time, actually. I think I skipped it this last time.
I think this is the first time in years.
Yeah, but it was years. So, Last Triangle is supposed to be your anniversary getaway.
No, this was the flu. Yeah, you got the flu both times.
Was it the flu? I think it probably was.
It
wasn't the throwing up flu. It was the respiratory sort of thing.
But it was like flu B or 2.
It was flu-ish. I never went to the doctor, so I don't know.
No, but
it was probably that.
But 2 other people that we knew had that, and they were tested.
Alicia says best to stay at the hotel with the show, so you can drop your goodies in your room periodically. Yeah, it's true, and a lot of times you can get a show rate if you're coming from out of town.
Or sometimes breakfast. Certain shows and hotels have different things. Yes, bring paper. I mentioned briefly. Bring it.
Greg Coburn says, "What about bringing wheelie bag luggage? Not into the show floor, please. That would be annoying." Franklin-Christoph table, special pens, those sorts of things. Yeah, those maybe grab, but that's not the way to do it. Flu doesn't make you vomit. Birth causes a winter vomiting bug. Yeah, I forget what that's called. What's the name of that thing that gives you the stomach bug?
Norovirus?
That's the thing. Probably norovirus.
Ooh, I did have that 7 years ago, 6 years ago. It was.
Oh, you were wrecked with that.
Because I was out in the field doing field work.
And you had to go to a conference or something with it, didn't you? And you and not Beth. What's her name?
Liz. We were out
Liz.
in the field.
Oh, I thought. Oh, okay.
No, we had to drive a few hours in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, doing well sampling, and I was just puking and the fever, and it was not fun.
Mask up, avoid the con crud.
And
masks,
that's the thing. It's very nice, and I do want to continue, especially in the winter time and in closed spaces. I just think it's a good thing so we don't get colds and flus and COVID.
Becky says if there's a ink testing station, play with the ink. That is a solid case, except for this one thing: don't put your own pens in the ink, like the testing ink out there.
Oh yeah.
Don't fill your pens from it. Don't dip your pens into it.
I know.
Because you never know who's been in that ink, and a lot of times
they've
it's
been
left
there for
open.
years.
Well, DC was. I don't know. Triangle doesn't really do an ink testing station.
No.
But if there's an ink testing station and it's one of those with bottles like they do at DC, then use the dip pens. Chicago, the pen club has this very nice.
SF, I think maybe too.
They have a whole setup with numbers on tester pens.
Preppies, they take them and just eyedropper them full of ink, and so it's really nice.
Baltimore left the show with poison ivy. Oh yeah. Let's see. Ruth Firetog says from the site, make no mistake, we'll take measures to safeguard attendees by requiring masks. Have plenty of hand sanitizer starting at registration throughout the ballroom foyer. That's good. I like it. Wear comfortable shoes. That's true. I'll wear a comfortable shoe. I don't know, the times I've worn a running shoe have gone badly for me. For whatever reason, running shoes on that kind of flooring really hurt my feet.
Yeah, okay.
So, wear a comfortable shoe, maybe not an athletic shoe.
That's the one thing I enjoy about doing nibs now.
You sit down.
Doing the selling part, it was 5,000 questions, and then money cards being thrown, and then I'm standing and my feet are hurting. I have to deal with a lot doing nibs, but it's a
Dallas
very
a couple of years ago
different
basically
feeling.
crippled me for a year.
That happened to me. Well, not that bad, but
no.
When the LA show redid the hotel,
they had straight up concrete flooring.
It was just not concrete, but it was marble or something like that.
Yeah.
And so we were on the marble flooring. I had flats on, and it was SF or it was LA. I only brought one pair of shoes. My feet, after a couple hours, were killing me. I was not well for a while.
Yeah, I didn't walk well. I got some plantar fasciitis from from the Dallas show one time. My feet were broken for like a year.
I think they're
rough.
still a little bit.
Well, it's actually I don't know. I think it's a different thing, but whatever. Open bottle style you're not familiar with? Yeah, well, you haven't been to that show, Becky. Let's see. Being around that many people from that many different places, you have a lot of bugs. Yeah. Wear walking shoes, not running shoes. That's accurate. Where does one purchase a Kashmiri pen? I don't know. I don't know that brand.
I don't either. I was going to ask you.
Bring lots of credit cards and cash. It's good to bring cards. It's good to bring cash with you, because I have been to shows before where the ATM will run out of cash.
Oh, most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, and everybody takes cash. Not everybody. Like, I can't take credit cards because I don't have a thing for that.
Why don't you get one? Okay.
But I do take. I will be able to take PayPal and Venmo and stuff.
Yeah, it just takes more. You have to be slow enough that you can do it that way.
It's real quick.
We have to type in emails.
No. I've got a QR code thing, so I print out.
That does help.
If you're vendoring, the thing to do is to print out your QR code on a piece of paper, and then people just point their camera at it and hit pay you. We'll just do it.
They have to have like a PayPal and stuff like
Well, you have to have the PayPal app, but
there's some people who don't trust me.
Well, they can give me cash. Actually, your Aldi's with boosts have been super good. Oh, Addies? I don't know. ADIS. I don't know that one. Standing most of shows. Let's bring multiple pairs to wear on different days. That's a good idea, yeah. What are those stool things that like strap onto the back of your legs, let you sit down anywhere? I've heard of those things.
Is he trying to say Aldo? No, I don't know.
He'll correct it. Darn spell check. Oh, Kasama. Those you can sometimes get from Mark Bacchus. But
easy to come by.
Yeah, well, I guess they're easy. You just have to contact Kasama, and usually you contact Kasama through Instagram. That's, I think, the easiest way to get a hold of him. Yeah. Adidas, he says.
Adidas.
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, Adidas. Yeah. What have I been wearing recently? Well, I haven't worn anything recently at shows, so I haven't been to one. Well, I didn't have my Allbirds last show. I think I've been wearing my Vans. Those have been pretty okay. But, you know, I feel like if everyone around you deodorant, yeah, wear some deodorant, take a shower. I'm sure you will anyway. For the sake of what's your opinion on bringing inked pens to pen shows? I think you should definitely bring inked pens to pen shows. Yeah.
Because people want to try.
Yeah.
You want to fill some. Just bring a mix. If you have a fun ink that is harder to come by, or somebody might want to try it that wouldn't be in the testers or something, bring one inked. But have some empty ones if somebody might have some bottles that you can use too.
Yeah, you can do that. I usually bring filled pens mostly. I don't know. I'll bring pens, but I don't usually bring a ton of pens. Hey, if you're going to be going to the Triangle Pen Show and there's something that I have shown here that you would like to see, let me know in the chat or send me an email if you'd like to see it, and I'll remember to bring it. I actually have a whole pad of paper here. I was going to write down things that people wanted to see.
There you go.
That could be bags or pens or whatever the thing is, but I'm happy to bring them out and check it out. There's a bag in that Van Ness email. I haven't gotten the Van Ness email. Did you see the new season of Pen BBS? No, I haven't actually. Mark is about to get a load of Kasama pens. They're all sold out. Nice. Yeah. Vans for you are so flat. Your arches need support. They're pretty okay the ones I have are pretty okay for me. I get the Ultra Cush ones.
Yeah, you have a certain insert that you like that they have. Yeah.
Bring stuff to contribute to the Pay It Forward table. Yeah, if there's a Pay It Forward table,
I don't know if there's one.
Then it's good to bring stuff for that. If you have like inks that you don't like anymore, or pens that you're not going to use, and they're like cheap pens, like starter stuff or things like that. Yeah. Washi tape you don't want anymore. Beth will take it. Greg says the Shown Ultim pen. Yep. I'll do that. Should also bring some of your favorite paper. Yep, when in doubt, just buy it. Was it Triangle 2019? I regret not getting a Jubilee Pelican. Have a couple of the new Pen BBS inks on order. Yeah, let's see if they have them at the Van Ness thing.
Hi, Bruce.
What is their website?
1938. Yeah.
Maybe it is. Let's see.
It's after 6. My stomach's gonna growl.
Uh-oh. I don't see any easy way to see it on here. Esterbrook. Oh, new from Pen BBS. Found it. Found it. Oh, these look pretty cool. 103 looks pretty neat. Hyacinth Macaw.
Hyacinth.
Yeah. Beijing. That's pretty neat. It's a nice looking brown. Actually kind of reminds me of that Sailor Texas.
Okay, I can see that, yeah.
Got like a sheen, green sheen on a brown. That's a bright orange. Look at that one.
Sure is.
There's one I could never show on my camera, probably.
Nope.
Probably I could. I've never had that problem with anything else. Just that one ink. Bitter Herb looks kind of okay. Yeah. Although, I don't know. I've got Lemur Lime. It's kind of looks the same, probably.
It has 3 reviews, only 4 stars.
Oh, snaps.
What do they dislike
probably garbage.
About it?
You want to see?
You're really clicking there.
Nothing was reacting. Pleasant light green.
Too light.
Too light. Yeah, that's what I kind of thought. Great flow. Quite thin. Yeah. Whatever, man. April Diamond. That's going to make some multi-chrome people happy.
Mm-hmm.
First Love. I have found that the Pen BBS shimmers are really good.
Oh, yeah.
Laura's taking off. See you later, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
2 Birmingham inks that weren't showing right were just weird. Your saltwater taffy and the one Brad was testing. Yeah. What did I do with it? Here it is. Yeah. So that is not what it looks like. It looks like kind of orangey coral on the screen. It's definitely a pink for sure.
Yeah.
It's not as pink as Audrey's dress, but it's very pink.
Yeah, it's definitely not like my dress.
Let's hold it up over here and see if we can. Actually, that's kind of close. Weirdly.
You just have to have me behind it at all times.
That's not quite right.
It's not the color. It's not as vibrant, but it's a little bit more muted, but it's similar.
Yeah, that's actually the best representation I've had of that ink, which is totally weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. Pen BBS shimmer inks are your favorite shimmer inks, says Claire. They're really good.
Yeah.
Mike, do you use a gimbal for your camera? You mean for this one that I've got it on now? Not a gimbal. I have it on a Manfrotto arm over here.
Manfrotto.
And when I walk around shows, I actually do have one of those stabilization gimbal things, but I haven't used it at a show yet. It's kind of heavy. In fact, I might sell it at the show. We don't bring it to the show, put it on the table. No, for the pin shows, I actually just have like a thing I hold that the camera's mounted on. You've seen it, Greg. You should sort by new to see the new inks. Oh, is that a thing? Sort by filter by alphabetically. Oh, here we go. Date new to old. Oh. I like these bottles.
Yeah.
Look at these new bottles. It doesn't tell you the color very well. See if they might not have swatches yet. I don't think they've done swatches yet.
Rusty orange. That's it. Custom rusty orange.
Dun Huang. Man, I don't know if I want to... Beethoven, I can say that one.
Yep.
I don't know if I want to start doing a lot of Chinese inks because I already get wrecked on my Japanese pronunciation. I don't know, man.
You can watch some C-dramas with me.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't tell you what color this is at all. Look at this thing.
It's blue.
It's blue?
Look at the back. Look at the top there.
I guess that does look blue, huh? I was looking at the label.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We got a bunch of them, though. Whole mess. Yeah.
A whole mess.
I've never paid attention. Oh, you never paid attention to it? Yeah, it's like this. I don't have it handy. It's packed away in the cabinet over there. But it's it's just a little. Oh, actually, here it is. Here's part of it. It's this, but then I've got a handle that goes on the bottom.
Yeah.
But you put your phone in here, thusly. And then I have a microphone that I put up on the top here. And that's what I hold. Yep. So, yep. That's what I use. Seems a little white balance is a little off on the table camera. You know, the weird thing is that the white balance is not off, actually. It's everything else is totally fine. Like, all these other colors, dead on. Like, that's what those look like. And then you throw this one in there, it doesn't do it. So, no, it's just that particular ink has a hue that just doesn't work. It's white balanced. White balanced real well, actually. The color's good. Just not that one.
Yeah.
Some inks, man. They're getting the underwater. The Van Diemen's ones. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Stay in time would be the best. Come by and talk about knives. You can make it all. PB is going to have some knives there if you want to look at some real fancy stuff. I think it's customs and stuff she's bringing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you just want to come by and talk knives, it's like Friday is real good. Just not like late afternoon, but Friday's usually the slower time. Sunday's also usually pretty slow there. That'd be easy. Mm-hmm. It's the sensor, the older Canon sensors struggle with reds. This is a pretty new Sony one. It's not bad. The one that Brad was showing looked green was actually pink. Yeah, and that's from the same company. I think they might have something going on with their pinks that are just don't work well with cameras somehow.
Mm-hmm. It's possible.
I don't know. It's weird. What are you gonna do? But yeah, that one was weird. It was real weird. So anyway, eyes are fancy things, man. Eyes are fancy. So I don't know.
You mentioned an FC bag.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can talk about a bag.
I can talk about a bag?
Sure.
Because it's an FC bag?
I work for Franklin-Christoph. So,
yeah.
Just so you know, we have a new bag.
Yeah, so Franklin-Christoph has
a new color for a bag that we've had. And a new clutch.
Yeah, so there are... I'm trying to click on that. The wrong screen.
I was sitting there going, why isn't it working?
Yeah, because it's the wrong screen. Maybe our eyes are right and our eyes are wrong and the camera's right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Will FC be bringing the Model 50? Probably, yeah. So I did a review a little while ago for the Fortis backpack. Mm-hmm. I don't have the Fortis sling, which is really, it's kind of a messenger, really. But, well, you know what? Actually, maybe it is a sling because it has attachment points on the edges and not on the back.
On the back. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. This is, messenger sized anyway. It's a pretty good sized bag. They've got it in this cream canvas with brown leather.
Yeah, it's a new color combo.
Yeah, new color combo. I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty good. I mean, daring to have a bunch of fountain pens in a white bag. Are these wax canvas? Oh, it's wax canvas. Yeah. It'll be fine then. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah. So they've got that one on the site, and then you also have a clutch.
Yep.
Gotta have a clutch.
Yep.
Does that come with it? What is that?
Maybe does it come with it?
This.
That's the same bag, but it's on the other side.
Oh, it's the back of it.
Like, what are you asking? I
was seeing the thing behind it, and so I was confusing myself. So yeah, ladies, if you want a clutch, there you go. Cream and brown, contour a thick, rugged, water repellent canvas, boot brown leather, comes distressed.
Yep, I liked it when I saw it.
Yeah, it seems neat. They've also got it in black and brown. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks nice. I like that.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not gonna have a clutch.
What?
I'm far too manly.
Oh,
that
toxic masculinity there.
That's me. But yeah, the sling bag looks pretty cool. Yeah. I like the backpack. Which that's not it. There was a picture of the backpack.
It was in it.
The backpack was in the back. Where is the backpack? Did y'all sell out of the backpack? Nope, there it is. Yeah, there's the backpack. I think the brown is actually better looking than the black.
But you didn't have...
Clutches aren't just for ladies. I know, I was just messing with Audrey. Yeah. I have the black one, but the brown one I think might actually look even a little bit better.
I mean, I could see you having one to put in your sling.
A clutch to put in your sling? Yeah. Actually, that clutch might be just a little bit bigger than one of my sling bags that I carry a lot.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I've become a small sling bag.
I didn't try to put my phone in there. I'll have to see.
Yeah. It's got my I'm vaccinated pen on it.
What?
You have to look at the screen.
Oh, yes, I see it.
That's the bag right there.
Yep, I see it.
Not have a clutch. Manual transmissions is the definition of fake masculinity. So many clutches.
Yep.
Some reason when you have to switch to a backpack because camping and bicycles. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I do a messenger a lot of times for biking. I never had a problem biking with a messenger, but this one might be a little bit like the wrong shape for a long bike trip. Mm-hmm. I feel like this is one that you would carry on the side and not around the back.
Mm-hmm.
So when you bike with a messenger, you pull it tight against your back, so it doesn't swing around.
Yeah.
But it does zip across the top, which I think is nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's the thing I don't like about certain totes and things. I want to have a ability to close it if I want to.
Yeah. You want to have that. Yeah. Have you seen the Babylon Bees t-shirt? I identify as vaccinated. I like that. Is the backpack leather? The backpack has some leather on it.
Accents.
Yeah, it's just accents. So like this bit, like the edging and that sort of thing, but it's mostly wax canvas. So, which is good for me. I'm not a huge fan of leather. I don't really have a lot of leather stuff. But the wax canvas I think it looks cool. It picks up character because of the way wax canvas works.
Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to stain any clothes or anything like that. I used it in the summers and I never had it.
Yeah, so you had.
Like there's some wax canvas that like melt a little bit. Like you get a little bit of wax.
Because it's
But
it's the wax that sort of melts off on.
This is like dry wax or something like that, so you don't get that. And it's worked good for me. It's worked well for me.
There you go.
See when I zoom in, yeah. I love wax canvas. It's really cool. Yeah, for sure. Who's getting the underwaters? Oh, Van Ness is getting the underwater Van Diemen's. I ought to ask Lisa if she's coming to Raleigh. I don't even know.
I don't think they are.
Oh, really?
I don't remember on the website seeing it. I don't know. I haven't looked at the thing, but I don't remember seeing.
Maybe probably Dromgoals is coming, right?
I don't know still.
I'll message Michael real quick. We'll see if we can get a determination. Let's see. Yeah, there's John Goal. There we go. I asked. We'll see if he says anything.
Nick Pang will be there. Martin Ferguson repairing. Jimmy Dolive. Ryan Crusack.
Oh, John Goals isn't coming. No, that's fair.
John Veely, Mark Backus, Tom Bailey, Deb Kinney, Brian McQueen for Vintage, Federalist Pens, Tacha, Nishimura, Carey for Kenro, Heinz Pen. Just doing a quick glance, those are the only ones that I see that I immediately recognize.
Oh, David said he thinks Van Ness is moving right now. Oh yeah, I forgot that they're moving to a different store.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think I saw that on Instagram or something. Yeah. Which show is this? Triangle? Yeah, Triangle. Sarah. Yep. What is the WX supposed to be? Oh, the weather. I don't know, man. Let's see. It'll probably be fine.
Here?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been fine. It's been a little chilly for us here.
Well, it's going to rain on Friday, it says.
Shock. We've been getting a lot of rain.
We're getting a lot of rain, yeah. But like high of like 85, so warmish, but you know. Mike in his cool suit is a reason to visit the Van Ness table. That's the reason. Well, also Anna's there a lot of times. I like her.
Love Anna.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the Van Ness people are pretty cool. Yeah. You know.
Oh, yeah. Lots of cool people at the pen shows.
So many cool people. Yeah, it's next week. Yeah. Also, hello. Hey, Sarah. What's up? Have so many pens that need to be worked on. It'll be 3 or 4 shows with multiple workers just to clear out the backlog.
See, that's what I'm really worried about.
People are just coming out of the word work with pens that need adjustment.
Like, I've had a pen for 2 years that hasn't run. Well, you could have sent us to us 2 years ago, and I could have dealt with it. Not 25 pens at the show.
Well, you might be able to do a little bit of fixing at the show at this one. You probably have time to do a little bit of that. But
I have no idea. Maybe
most of the
people
time,
out of woodwork will be coming to the show. I don't know.
True. Most of the time, it shows you don't do repairs. You just like stick them in a bag and they get taken back to the shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you have if you have stuff for Audrey to fix, then just send it to him. Was up to 103 the other day, Greg. Woo! That is warm for old Canada.
That is very.
Yeah. She sent some rain your way in British Columbia. Been crazy hot and dry. I don't know. We'll keep some of this rain because we need some of it.
We didn't get some for a while. Now
it's weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. My plants are very happy. Yeah. I was actually having to water. Yeah. 103 is real. 103 is real hot though.
It really is.
That's weird. I hope y'all have AC up there.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some places, don't.
Mm-hmm.
My relatives in Wisconsin do not.
Oh yeah.
It's just always cold.
Plants here are having a rough time. It doesn't usually get that hot here in June. It's mid-August temp, I bet. 88 and humid. Yeah, here it's pretty decent actually.
It's been a weird early summer for us so far.
Yeah.
Very chilly.
Greg says they do have AC up there and lots of insulation.
Good. That's good.
No, that's great. Here it's 84 and a little bit cloudy.
Yep.
But it's been a nice day actually.
It's very warm in this office.
Oh, yeah, it's a good 80 in here.
It's 80 in here.
Yeah. And I turned the AC down to like 73.
At work the other day, they were putting... If you go on Instagram, you can see my new workstation. I haven't even seen my new workstation. They just put it up. I've been working from home Thursday and Friday. Yeah. So I haven't even gotten to see it in person. They were just putting everything together. But, what was I saying about that?
I don't know. Oh, AC is what I was talking about.
Oh, and where they were putting everything together, and it was 69 degrees in there, and then Scott put the air conditioning on, and all of us were
he turned it down more?
Yes, because he was like working on stuff, and all of us were sitting there with I had a fleece jacket on, freezing.
This is Audrey's new workspace at Franklin-Christoph.
Well, one of them.
One of your new... Oh, only one of them is yours.
Yeah, it's not both. I don't have all of that desk space.
Well, you kind of have this whole room. Like, this is your office, so to speak.
It's not an office, but yeah. Area.
It's an office.
Okay.
I mean, it's yours. It's got
space.
doors on it.
I'd say it's a space.
Because it's too big to be an office, you think?
I mean, yeah, there aren't.
Look at these windows you got there. You got decent lighting in there. It looks nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not complaining.
Looks like a dentist's office. Jeez. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. So.
No, it's nice to have, like, it's a reception sort of desk, but that's where we put orders and stuff. So you sort of have to have that there. Yeah,
it's handy.
Yeah.
My
dentist office does not look like that.
No, ours either. It's a converted house, an office with windows, fancy. Yeah. I know. And nice trees and it's good.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I got some new succulents that should be coming soon. And I'll be able to put some of those in the windows. And I'm excited.
I'll send you some plants.
Oh.
I got some plants for you. Some plants up there. You could take this really tall angel begonia and put it in a pot on the floor. Then it wouldn't fall over.
Okay, you could do that too.
No, because Katie will eat it.
Oh.
That's why. I have this plant, which is that really tall one up there, which is a beautiful, beautiful angel wing begonia that we got as one stick.
Yep.
And it's
it got happy.
It loves growing, man.
Yep.
But I think it would go really nicely there, right between those windows. I think it would look great. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. See, which direction does the window face so you get much direct sunlight? I don't know.
We get morning sun.
Oh, that's nice.
Some afternoon.
That's the best kind of sun.
Yeah. Yep.
It's not as hot.
Yeah, exactly.
I suppose nib grinding and dental drilling have a fair bit in common. I mean, the sounds are a lot alike sometimes.
And the precision that has to, Sure.
Our dentist is a woman, so
yeah.
You're a woman.
Yep. We're both doctors.
Very similar. Yeah. You're both doctors. Yeah.
Hers is in engineering.
No, well, she doesn't have a PhD in engineering, I don't think.
Really? I thought that she did.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Maybe, but I don't think so. Probably have the same tools.
But yeah, I had no windows back in the day, so I'm enjoying it a lot.
I don't know if the dry air would kill it. I don't know. I mean, if you want some, Becky, I'll send you some. I'm gonna send you some iris too when I get around to digging that up. It's not right time to cut those right now, but soon. Now you get a crisp metallic on this tooth.
Yes. You really want to
Uh-huh.
have a nice bite.
I'd like to just get a row of just straight architects. Yeah.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it'd be terrifying.
Yes. It very much would be.
I'd like it to be like extra fine, like a needlepoint, but also very wet.
And broad.
And broad. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that for us. Thanks.
Yeah.
Just, the architect grill is terrifying to me. I don't know. Would you really want a formal italic on a tooth? Yeah, you want to be able to chomp through foods. Any foods.
Any.
Like a shark. Like one of those sharks. Or a beaver.
And no feedback. Yes.
No
correct.
feedback. You don't want feedback on your teeth.
No.
You definitely don't want
I
feedback
made you a
on your
fun
teeth.
nib the other day.
You want to talk about those?
I mean, I
Can
don't-
you show them?
I mean, I just made it for fun, so it's not
Right.
like...
Audrey made a fun.
Mike.
Sorry, I didn't know it would do this. What? No. Close. Everything cool? I think it's cool. Yeah, we're cool. Woo! Here we go. I don't know what happened with this. It changed to a different thing. Anyway, we're cool. Desk cam? Gonna work? Desk focus? Okay, we're good. Woo! That was exciting. I don't even know what y'all saw. I have no idea what happened there. Yeah. They just made out of random spare parts.
I mean, that's just a pen that I use for doing nibs, or just putting nibs together. Yeah.
You turned off the wall? Just darkness? Just a black screen? Looked like the stream broke? It did a little bit. Alright, well good then. As long as we're back, it's cool. Audrey made this very nice Fuday.
Well, again, I went into our junk nib pile, which is vast sometimes, and I was like, I just want to make one for fun. And I knew that Mike had never used one or had one, so I just went ahead and made one. Does that say hooray?
It says hooray! Yeah, Fuday is great for some things. For daily writing, they're pretty fussy. Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't use this just to write, I don't know, a grocery list.
I haven't found this one to be too fussy, I don't think.
Well, it's just huge. Is the thing.
Yeah.
But actually, I think this writes very well. When you get up to you go more vertical to get it finer, I have to really kind of think about how the nib is touching the paper. Because a lot of times I tend to rotate, and she makes fun of me for this. But if you rotate a Fuday when it's like this, like the whole thing doesn't get on the paper.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm actually doing really well with it right now. I like it. It's good. Feels very nice.
Well, yeah, because you're sitting on just the flat. There's no edges and stuff. Well, there's an edge, but it's not the same. You're sitting on the flat, really flat part, so it doesn't really feel too bad.
No, it feels nice. It's very smooth. Even the reverse writing is pretty smooth.
Yeah, I went with an extra fine.
It's a big difference. Like there's so much difference between these lines.
Yeah.
But yeah, Audrey made a Fuday for me.
Yeah, it's
and
fun.
I dig it. Yeah, totally fun. Fuday's just gonna go like this and give you this big brush stroke situation.
More than a Waverly.
Oh, so much more.
Oh, so much.
So much more. Try a Pilot Double Broad. It's only good instead of great. Oh, you tried one. I don't think your mind is changing. Oh, I probably missed some comment they were replying to. Yeah, the Pilot Double Broad is like a big round nib.
Mm-hmm.
I have one actually. I think it's in one of these cases. I'm gonna send Mark a bunch of stuff. I remember the pen show is happening. Yeah, is Mark coming? Is Bacchus coming to the show?
I mentioned his name on the thing.
Good. I wasn't listening very carefully. Nope, that's Sailors. Nope, wrong case. with that pin showcase in the back and have to have one. It's pretty cool, right? That's a piece of IKEA furniture. But I had to watch their site for a long time before it finally came in stock. Is it this one?
I imagine that people who like stack nibs would like Fudays.
I think so too. Yeah. Stack nibs and Fudays do some of the same stuff, I think.
One's easier than the other, but in the end, result is closer.
Mm-hmm. So this is... This is what that Pilot Double Broad nib looks like. I leave the stickers on my pens. There's been a lot of hoopla about leaving stickers on pens. But it's got a whole lot of tipping, as you can see right there. So you kind of get closer. What if I just zoom in? There we go. There we go. Look at all that tipping.
Oh, so much room to just cut all of that off.
Don't cut it all off.
Greg is a team no sticker.
Yeah, it's fine. It must feel weird to be wrong like that, but it's fine. I only leave them. I leave them on my my pilots. Mm-hmm. That's about it. I don't leave them on anything else. But put this back before I forget where it goes.
What size pilot nib is that double broad?
It's double broad. Oh, what size?
I knew you were going to say that. I'm like, he's going to be like, what do you mean? It's double broad.
That's because I would be dumb immediately. This is the number 5 size.
Oh, no.
Yeah. This is a Pilot Custom. Which one is this? This is a 91. Custom 91.
Because the 92 is the piston.
Yep.
Yeah.
It must be in another case. 92.
Yeah, my 92 is in the other one too, I think.
Yeah. I need to organize my cases better.
Don't we all?
Well, they were pretty organized, and then they got not so organized.
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
I'm hungry, and it is 6:37.
What?
What?
What? I'm also hungry.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't have two of the same pens in the same color, so you don't have your issue. Yeah, so I have... Actually, I think all my Pilot nibs with Pilot pens with interesting nibs are just black pens that have flat tops. Yeah. So that does make it kind of... So there'll be different sizes. It'll be a 743 and then that 91 and some others, and they're all flat topped black pens with silver trim. Yeah. So it can be tough to tell them apart. Duran Duran put out a new album? That's crazy.
Yes, they had a performance at the BBMAs a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Also, BTS has a new single out. It's called Butter.
There's 2 remixes you can listen to as well.
Yeah, one of those remixes is super good. The other one is not quite as good.
They can all be gems.
Yeah, they're all different styles. So there you go.
Duran.
As Lil Jon said, what? Yep, like that. Real high pitched. That's how Lil Jon sounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I know about the raps.
Do you?
Yeah.
You're a cool kid?
I'm one of those cool kids. One of those fellow kids. Yep. So, next week, we will not be in this locale. We'll be at the pen show. But I will... Oh, I have to do it early? I think I'm going to have to do it earlier.
The hours are weird on Friday, I think.
Let me look up the Triangle Pen Show.
I might have left it up on my phone. I did. So... Okay. This site is angering. Friday 1 to 7. Saturday
1 to 7? Okay.
Thursday for weekend registrants and exhibitors only, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. on Thursday. Friday 1 to 7. Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday 11 to 5.
Huh. Yeah, all right. Well, maybe I'll just do it at this time then, I guess. Yeah, I won't have to change the time. Yeah, that's a weird time.
FC will not be there on Thursday, so...
No, nobody really goes on Thursdays. It's just a couple of traders usually. Yeah. Do a live chat with a live audience. Probably there won't be an audience there, but whatever. How do you get your wife into pens? Asks my Florida life. Well, I got my wife into pens by relentlessly making her listen to me talk about pens.
Well, again,
I dragged her
you
to
have to
pen
sort of be
shows.
into it, you know?
Yes.
You have to be receptive to... Like, again, I liked pens and stationery stuff. It just wasn't fountain pens at the time.
Yeah.
So there are just some people who won't. Like, they've never
I think the thing that
enjoyed
first
it.
got you into pens was like you wanted one that looked really good to you, and the first one that you got was a safari in like this cool aquamarine color.
It was the aquamarine from 20...
It's in that roll top case. Yeah,
11
so
or so?
make her get into ink. So I think the thing to do to get people into the hobby that you're into is to find some hook that they already have. Like maybe there's some theme that she's already into, or a color scheme that she's into, or she has another hobby that is linked to it in some way. Like that's how I got my dad to care about pens a little bit. Is started getting into pens with like cool materials and things.
This is my very first fountain pen.
Yeah, right there.
Aquamarine.
Yep.
Guess what nib I got on it?
If it doesn't start instantly, it's out. If she can't leave the cap off for a solid 2 minutes without drying, it's out. I think she's too picky. Well, I mean, get her preppy. You can leave those uncapped for a while. They're usually wet enough to handle that. Yeah, if you just if she's a person that's like puts her pen down and like walks away without putting the cap on, don't worry, don't do it.
David is not abroad.
Get her into nice gel pens first. Use that as an honorary.
Yeah. Depending on what she uses now, something that's a better version of that, and then just slowly working.
There you go. Find the better version of what she's already into, and then like that'll get her in there.
This is so much better because you don't know any better. Usually, you're like anyone is the same. It's fine. We got an extra fine and a medium.
Greg says that's the year he proposed to his wife, and that was her engagement present.
Oh.
Are you married to Greg?
Yeah. It's weird. And it's not an extra fine or a medium. Bruce got it. It is a fine. Apparently got a fine nib. I don't know the last time this has been inked. I'm surprised it has a converter in it, to be honest. I don't know if I bought it at the time, but when did I get this converter for
I might keep the... yeah, we got you a converter with it.
It's been inked before.
There's a little bit of ink on the
There's a
inside of the
little
cap, yeah.
It's
Just on the rim.
like a pinkish color I've had in here before, apparently.
Probably doesn't come off. Yeah. Dad was easy. Just got in the same Schaefer school pen he used back in the 60s. Nice.
Scruggs does demand pizza.
Yeah, she does. Lamy F is so broad. I don't remember this one being that broad, but the other thing about Lamy is that they do not have a particularly good QC. It's like their nibs can be very different sizes. You get like 5 mediums, they're going to all be different mediums.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the nibs that we get, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I had to go through and make all the broads be a similar broad, there would not be very many. Mm-hmm. It's just the variation. And it's funny. So extra fines and broads, I actually have to go through all of the nibs that we have and select particular ones to do grinds on. There's just certain shapes and the tipping, and they're all so different that I try and find. Like extra fine, you can get a super, super extra fine or one with a little bit more tipping on the extra fine. I usually use the ones with more tipping just so you can actually see a little bit more line variation.
Mm-hmm. Rob says maybe get her to start with a nice designed Retro 51 or rollerball, ballpoint or rollerball to transition into fountain pens. Solid choice. Yep. HMJ says, hey, where'd you get your first fountain pens? Like which store?
This was purchased in person at Drum Ghouls in Houston, Texas.
Yeah, Rice Village, Drum Ghouls. Yep. I got I guess my first 2 both came from Paradise Pen, which doesn't exist anymore. Nope. Used to be in lots of malls and gallerias and stuff. Yeah, Paradise Pen is where I got my first 2. Yep. Nib tolerance ranges overlap. Yep, that's for sure. Wide tolerances for what makes an F, M, and B, and I think they all overlap. That sounds right. Yeah. The nib in your dark lilac is an F, and it's so dry it makes you sad.
Can you open it? Just do a little...
Becky, I bet we know somebody that could maybe fix that. Solve this problem by not using Lamy fountain pens. For daily carrier in love with your Prera magnetic cap. Prera has a magnetic cap? Oh, Prero doesn't have a magnetic cap. It's got
just
like
a clicky.
It's like a snap cap.
Snap cap, yeah.
Yeah. I can get why it would feel like magnets though. It's got a very like affirmative like snap.
Such a satisfying snap to it.
Yeah. I actually have I have a magnetic pin here. It's got a nice magnet to it.
I'm on the verge of like being a little lightheaded, so we might have to go here soon. Like, you know,
Okay.
the hunger pang that hits. I'll be okay in like 5 minutes, but right
Okay.
now I'm just like, yeah.
All right,
No,
we gotta
it's
go. Oh yeah, the Ritma. That's the
The
one. I was,
Ritma, yeah.
yeah,
that's
I was
the
looking
one
for
you're
that.
talking
It's got to be on my desk. I was just using it like yesterday. I don't see it though. Where my Ritma at? Womp womp. Oh, that's around. Yeah, the Ritma's pretty good,
Oh.
but it should have a pop. If you have a Ritma and the cap doesn't go when you take the cap off, it's a problem.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Heard a couple of people recently say they don't have that pop in their cap and their pens are drying out. Like, seems like a bad seal on those.
Yeah.
Feed Audrey, gonna do that. So, I gotta go put some food in Audrey. Well, we gotta contact the pizza people to bring
That's
food.
true.
That you can...
It's not, I mean, it's not immediate. I wish that would be awesome. Like,
know,
I want
right?
pizza. Okay, here it is.
You remember Back to the Future 2 where he like puts
I
the
was
pizza...
just thinking about that when you mentioned it, yeah.
So, I don't want to wait a whole 3 seconds. Oh, that was Homer Simpson. Anyway, we're going to have some pizza. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. I'll see you next week from the Pen Show.
Man, it's been so long since you said that.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. See if my arm can handle
Greg,
holding the... What is
He
this?
did it
Before the end, we can say thank you to Greg.
We can say, everyone can give a W for Greg in the
W's
chat.
for Greg in the chat. Thank you for helping fund our pizza. We very much appreciate
Scraggles
that.
will get it. I've asked you too many times. I know Scrags will get a bite of pizza for you.
Yeah, she can have some of that. So thank you very much for hanging out with us. Think about what you put out in the world. Make it a better place.
Maybe I'll see you in person next week.
Maybe so.
And if not, you'll see us virtually.
Say goodbye, Audrey.
Bye, Audrey.
Bye, everybody.